Okay, we're back. So one of the first questions I got was the relationship with the mom, like her relationship with her mom, which I kind of answered already, but I'll answer it again. What was did the mom know anything about her death? Was she involved? People want to know that. I'll try to touch on it as much as I can, but let's look at her relationship. We already see how. Let's look at the relationship with her mom. Aaliyah's relationship with her mom. Aaliyah's relationship with her mom. We have the Three of Cups, King of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, the Six of Cups. Okay. I feel like her mom came off more like her friend more than her mom with the Three of Cups involved. I honestly feel like R. Kelly kind of controlled the both of them. Even though the mother was controlling and protective over her, I do feel like he kind of controlled the both of them. I feel like in the beginning of Aaliyah's career, they were closer. Towards the end of their career, they weren't. I feel like they weren't as close as they were at the beginning of her career. I feel like things changed due to R. Kelly's control. I feel like, this is R. Kelly. He's creative. Look, he's looking at, the women. So I do feel like they were closer, at the beginning. With this, but I feel like it changed. That's what I feel like. Yeah, it did. Yeah, I feel like it changed, and I feel like it changed, and I feel like Aaliyah just got over it. That it wasn't that it wasn't the way it used to be. Also, her relationship with R. Kelly played a role in their relationship. It's so weird because I see like it's like there's so much like cover up going on here where they try to put her image out there so cookie cutter, but it was so much going on behind the scenes that was totally opposite, like totally opposite. I don't feel that towards the end of her career or as time went on that she was as close to her mother like that. I feel like her and her mother did have some issues. I really do. I feel like her and her mother did have some issues. But Aaliyah, was getting over it. I don't feel like all her memories was good with her mom. I don't. Ooh. I feel like her mom definitely told her to get rid of the baby. Like if she got pregnant by R. Kelly, her mother told her that you got to get rid of that. Okay. Does the mom know more than she says she knows? Does Aaliyah mom know more than she says she knows? Does Aaliyah mom know more than she says she knows? She does. She does. But I also see where it's money. Money is could be the root of all evil, I tell y'all. Because she did care about, of course, that was her daughter. But at the same time, money played a factor in the situation. It really, really did. And I feel like she did know. You know, she got the Wheel of Fortune, the Four of Wands, the Two of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups. It was almost like she had trouble deciding what side to be on, as far as, should I push my daughter to do this or just be a mom and be, be like, no, you can't do, like, I feel like she juggled with that. I do. I feel like she juggled with that. But I do feel like she do, like, especially with the Four of Wands here, it, which speaks of a relationship. She did know, but I do feel like she put a stop to it. She did. She was definitely, I feel like she did put a stop to it. It was like, okay, people found out, we got to cut this off. The mom knew more than what she's saying. She really did. Because I feel like she was okay with it before. Not that she was there, but if it didn't come out to the public, she wouldn't sweat it as much as far as the marriage. But it's something about her that she did know something. But she did put a stop to it immediately with these three cards. The Chariot in reverse, the Justice in reverse, and the Lovers in reverse. It was like, y'all got to break up now. Y'all got to break up now. It's bad for business. I feel like her mother was like, what's good for business is good for business, no matter what. What's bad for business, got to go, because I'm not losing no money. She could have felt like she was going to lose some money, or money was going to, like, start going away. So she said, oh, it got to be some changes. It got to be some changes. You got to go. You got to go now. People know you got to go now. So let's look at R. Kelly and Diane's relationship, and then that'll be enough about her. I'm just doing this because a lot of people wanted to know about the mom. Let's look at R. Kelly and Diane's relationship. R. Kelly and Diane's relationship. R. Kelly and Diane's relationship. Card fell out. Ten of Pentacles. What I tell you? It was about money. This fell out. The situation they had is like, whatever's going to make us money that's what we're going to do. It's about money. Here we go. Diane and R. Kelly's relationship. We have the Ace of Wands. She was attracted to him. She was attracted to R. Kelly, and he was attracted to her. Just to put it out there. And this is back in the day. So no disrespect to the family or Aaliyah's mother, but this is what it really is. I have to read the way that it comes to me, and they were attracted to each other in a way. She was too old for him though. But see, they could have hung out together, They could have hung out together, had drinks together. They could have met at times where Aaliyah didn't know. And this is a friend card. This is not like, let's get together and have sex card. These two together could be. This is allegedly. Use your own imagination. She's a little sneaky thing. The Four of Swords here. This Four of Swords upright is about taking some time apart. Aaliyah's mom and R. Kelly was together at times that Aaliyah probably didn't know. Whether they were discussing her business or having drinks or talking as friends. I feel that I'm sticking to it. She was around R. Kelly more than she's saying that more than is put out there. I feel like she was, like she could have been like in the mix a lot, like in the mix, like hanging out with, like it's one thing to be a momager, but when you like in the mix and you hanging and you drinking too, and with the crowd, it's you know what I mean. Then we have the Strength card in reverse. So it's some lustful energy here. Very lustful energy here between her and R. Kelly. I don't see anything about business, actually. The Ace of Wands could be, like, they could be talking about doing something new with Aaliyah or whatever. I don't see too many business cards. The Ten of Pentacles fell out, and so it was, it was definitely about money, but I don't see, as far as them doing business, I don't see too much of it. And that's all I'm going to say. We're going to see if they had a personal relationship or not. Who knows? Friendship. So they were friends. Her and R. Kelly was friends. True gem. She could have gotten gifts out of it too. She could have got gossip. Ice Queen. So I feel like they had him and Aaliyah's mom could have had some like lustful energy. I don't know if they acted on that or not. They were friends. And he probably gave her gifts too. I feel like when she felt like people were talking, or it could have been where people could have been catching on, or if they were hanging out, or she cut it off with the Ice Queen. Because you got gossip right to the Ice Queen. That mother was smart as shit, I'm telling you. She was smart. Next question. Did Aaliyah fear R. Kelly? Did Aaliyah fear R. Kelly? Did Aaliyah fear R. Kelly? With the sun upright, she was happy to be with him. She was happy. I don't get a big fear feeling from her. We got the Lovers in reverse. The Temperance in reverse. The Two of Cups upright. And the Ten of Cups. She didn't fear being with R. Kelly. She didn't fear being with him. She felt like there were times where she felt like it could have been other women, and she didn't, and it was just kind of she didn't have the patience for that. She did have times where I feel like overall she was happy with R. Kelly. She did not fear him. I don't think that he put that type of fear on her like as he did with the girls later on. I guess that's another video. But she did not fear him. She cared. She loved him very, very much. She was happy with him, actually. And I feel like she was happy when she found out she was pregnant, too. But because of her image and record label and mama, like, that ain't going to bring us no more coins now. she got rid of the baby. However, she was thinking of him like her best friend, and she seen a future with R. Kelly. She really did. She seen a future with R. Kelly, but she did at times feel like there were other women, but she didn't fear him. Next question was, did R. Kelly have her killed? Did R. Kelly have her killed? Which is a crazy question. This is, did R. Kelly have her killed? Or did R. Kelly have anything to do with her death? You know, what I say. We got the Queen of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Nine of Pentacles. I don't think R. Kelly had anything to do with her death. I don't think it. I think by that time they had. I don't think R. Kelly. I don't feel that R. Kelly had anything to do with her death. Now, I feel like I don't, okay, I'm gonna go with this. I feel like he was still trying to communicate with her, but she wasn't. Like every now and then he would pop up and try to communicate with her, but she wasn't trying to communicate with him. I feel like R. Kelly, he just come off like he always had love for Aaliyah. I don't get an energy that he had anything to do with her death. I don't get that. I don't get that. I think later on it was the crowd. After R. Kelly, the crowd she was around, the business people she was around, you know, it was more of that. I feel like in a way, like he still wanted to be with her, but he knew that wouldn't work out. And I also feel that he was somewhat happy for her, you know. I feel like he watched her videos. He, you know, kind of, you know, kept an eye on her in like the music industry. But I don't feel like he was involved. I feel like R. Kelly had a lot of other shit going on, to be honest. I just don't feel like, I don't get the feeling that R. Kelly was involved. But I do feel like R. Kelly still, like, it's always this lingering feeling that he wanted her to be his wife. Like, but he knew that never was going to happen. But I don't see him, like, having foul play or anything, because he treated her different. You know, like I said, she didn't fear R. Kelly. I mean, he had a sense of control and he was protective over her, but he honestly really truly did care about Aaliyah. I don't feel like he was involved, you know, in her death. I don't even see him feeling like he should even do anything like that. Excuse me, like that. Now, underage girls and all that other stuff, sure, but I don't see him feeling like I gotta sabotage or kill, because I just don't think so. I don't feel it. I don't get that. Okay, so I'm gonna end it with this question, and then if you have any more questions, I'll do another video. Well, I have two. We're going to pull Damon Dash's feelings before she passed, Jay-Z's feelings before she passed, and then the third question would be, was she already dead before the plane crashed? Was she already gone before the plane crashed? So the first question, what was Damon Dash's feelings about her before she passed? What was not R. Kelly, Jay-Z's feelings before she passed? And was she already, did she already pass away before the plane crashed? Okay. This is the answers. Do, do, do. Okay. I'm going to clarify with a love card for Dame Dash. Oh, no. All three of them. So let's see. Clarification for all the cards. Okay, so for Dame Dash, we have the Page of Wands. So they could have been like, I know this is crazy, like sexting back and forth. He was saying like, I'm excited to see you, you know, like things like that. But with the King of Wands and the Three of Cups reversed, when she was away, he could have been talking to other women. Like, really? Like, I feel like he was like sweet talking her, like, oh, like all getting her all excited. But I do feel like he probably was flirting with other women when she was away. I would feel bad too. You know what I'm saying? Like he definitely could have been with the Three of Cups in reverse. This is like, you ain't trying to, be friendly. You really trying to flirt for real. Like, because you got this card looking at this card, but this card is in reverse looking at these women. So even when she was distant from him, I mean, she probably did have a feeling that he was out there, talking. I mean, back then, if you see some of the videos with Jay-Z and Damon Dash, it was women around them all the time. Like, all the time. So, I'm not surprised. It's like, Dame see her as, like, the one he wants to marry. But when she's away, it could have been, like, a different story. I don't know. But they were communicating a lot. And she probably was very excited to see him. So, before she passed. But, sir, it was just... I do feel like he was down. He was playing when they were distant. He was playing a little bit. I don't see straight up, sticking and moving, but he definitely did flirt with other women when she was away and when she was distant. But he still kept in contact with her. He still kept her excited. He still was making her feel like the most beautiful girl in the world. He was doing both. So that's what I see. With Jay-Z, we got the Tower. Why we got the Tower with Jay-Z? Then we have the Seven of Pentacles. Then we have the Five of Swords. Listen. I don't feel Jay-Z was the happiest with her. After she broke it off with them and with him, I don't feel like he was the happiest with her. And once again, use your imagination. He was running out of patience with her. I don't know if Jay-Z had any business dealings with that, but with the Five of Swords, he felt like it was a lose-lose situation. People could say they had a mutual thing, like, oh, well, they just decided to be friends. Aaliyah, yes. Jay-Z, no. I feel like Jay-Z feelings was butthurt, and he still was butthurt before she passed away. Seriously. I felt like he may have felt like he put in work towards a relationship with her and it didn't work out. I feel like her and Jay-Z did have words and walked away, but Jay-Z wasn't satisfied. He was not satisfied with the outcome at all. Let's go back up to Damon Dash card, which is joy. So it really hurt him. It really hurt him when he could not see her again. Like I mean, he, and another thing this means is that he wasn't fully satisfied before she died. So that could really explain this card, because he had joy in reverse, and the actual this reading is about before she passed away. He wasn't fully satisfied. Like it's like, yeah, I love her. This is going to be the one, but I'm just not fully satisfied right now because she away or whatever. Men for you. He wasn't fully satisfied because it was told that, or in the news or the blogs, or that he was begging her to come back, so they could spend time together. So he might have been, trying to like spark something up, or I don't know, but he wasn't. I don't see him being completely satisfied before she passed away, like sexually, or like he needs some attention or something like that. Jay-Z, we got priorities. He look, let me tell you something. He is mad. He was mad at Aaliyah. Okay, whether he showed it or not, he was mad at Aaliyah because he was like, he had got this attitude like, I'm supposed to be the priority. I'm supposed to be number one. Like I'm supposed to be that, and that's why people say that him and Dame could have fell out because of it, because he really did feel like he should have been the one. But it didn't happen that way. So even before she passed, he had an issue. He had a goddamn issue with it. He really did. And he was like running out of patience. Now, Jay-Z has a money card. Dame don't have no money cards. He wasn't worried about the business side. He was more worried about him and Aaliyah's relationship. So I don't know if Jay-Z had any business dealings with her, or knew somebody that had business dealings with her. So, you might have to look into that for me. But Jay-Z could walk around like he didn't have no feelings for that girl, and we mutually friends, and it's cool. Dame could have her. No, I don't even see it. I didn't see it in the other reading, and I don't see it. So, moving on to, was she already passed away before the plane crash? We have an Ace of Cups. We have an Ace of Swords. We have the High Priestess. I feel like she was, because all these cards are upright, number one, and with the High Priestess here, nobody is saying it. Nobody is reporting it. Nobody is saying it. She could have also been pregnant, and nobody was reporting it. She could have also been pregnant, and Dame, if she was, they knew. I'm sure he knew. Because he got real excited energy right here before she passed, even though he wasn't like super, super satisfied. But he does have like exciting energy. Like he was excited about her in some way. And she definitely could have been pregnant. Definitely could have been pregnant. And it was found and it was known, but they kept it a secret. Because this is about honesty, clarity. So it was known, but they kept it a secret. This could also represent them cutting out information, like not, okay, we're not going to put that out there. It definitely could have been. I do feel like that. I do feel like when the plane crashed, she was already gone. Like something happened to her on that plane. I don't know who or how. I might have to read about it another day because this is already long. But I do feel that she was already gone. And I think her autopsy said she had a blow to the head or something like that. But I feel like nobody is saying. Somebody's just holding the information and they're not telling. And we have compassion. So, you demonstrate the language of the heart by actively sharing and living love. So, Let's clarify the compassion card. I feel like this has something to do with the baby or the kid, or I feel like she could have been pregnant when she passed away. Compassion. Because I felt like when she lost that baby by R. Kelly, that bothered her. And she wanted to have a baby by Damon Dash. Let's clarify compassion. Loyalty in reverse. So she could have felt like she was there for people, but she found out in the end that they weren't loyal to her. With the loyalty in reverse, she could have started to feel like she can't rely on certain people like she thought she could have. The compassion card is her, because she could have felt, like I said, she was very compassionate, and she wasn't. She was. I feel like her spirit is very calm and patient, and she wants everybody to kind of work together, but there was just no way. There was just no way. It was like, you either have this or this. And she didn't want it like that, but it was almost like she was forced to almost make a choice. But I do feel that she was already gone. I mean, the plane was only 200 feet, only flew up 200 feet before it crashed. That type of impact... I mean, for the type of impact that they see, it's like that plane had to be rigged, because you're not going to get that type of impact from a plane just going. It's like it was shortly after it took off, and you're not going to get that type of impact. And I researched this myself, but you can go research it on YouTube if you want to, but I made sure I researched it before I did this. And I also researched the weight of the plane and everything like that, and it wasn't the luggage that made the plane crash. Couldn't have been. I feel like Aaliyah was very betrayed. Like, she felt very betrayed, because she wouldn't even thought that something like that would happen to her. And she definitely was set up, and she definitely was murdered. And I said that in my other video. We're going to clarify the Ace of Cups. And then we're going to close this out. Look, the Devil card. Somebody did not want to let her go. Whether it was business-wise, relationship-wise, they didn't want to let her go. They wanted to hold on to her. Ace of Cups. With the Death in reverse, this is something that had to go, or this is something that needed, like, basically need to die, but it's like you're not letting it die. So I do feel like somebody wanted her gone. They didn't want her alive. They did not want her alive. And somebody knew she was pregnant too. It could have been where they didn't want people to find out she was pregnant as well. I feel like she was pregnant. I just got that. I didn't get that in my other reading. And they didn't want her to be competition. Here it's like competition. Everybody fighting, petty arguments. Like, they didn't want... It's just like it had to go. That's what I'm getting. Like, it just had to go. Money, competition, her image... back then, image was everything. Monica, Brandy, and them had to cover up tattoos and all kinds of stuff. So, I hope, this crazy part is, they need to reinvestigate this. But if they reinvestigate this, they got to go back to everybody in fucking Hollywood and investigate them too. So... But they definitely need to reinvestigate this situation. I really do. I just feel like They didn't reveal the info. Whoever this is that's sitting pretty on the information, or it could be a bunch of people. I feel like it could be two people, at least two people that know. They knew that if they brung out certain like other information, that everybody would come at them. They didn't want the media to be coming at them. They didn't want people to come at them. They knew that it would be putting them in a position that they had to defend themselves, and they didn't want to do that. So there is information about Aaliyah's death that has not been released. And that's all I'm going to say. Y'all have a good day.